Hi. I have some words that I feel like I would like to share. I wrote them down, so I'm just going to read them. Just It's my first time, so I'm a bit nervous. So uh, here we go. Life can be a struggle. There's been a lot of years of struggle. No one really prepares you for what life is really like, what relationships are really like. Many are the thoughts, many are the wars inside you. Try to be strong. You try to keep fighting. But eventually you get to a point in life when you just can't anymore. You're just done. I'm sure everybody's had moments like that. What do you do then? What do you do if you're alone in your fight? What if you do? What do you do if you don't have a friend you feel comfortable sharing it with? What do you do if you don't have family you feel comfortable sharing it with? What do you do if you don't have money to pay a therapist? uh, what if your issue is with the person or the people you normally would talk to? What do you do then? Well, there's a few options. You could try to ignore it, numb out, distract yourself, run from the pain, and pretend it never happened. I did that for many years. Most of my life, actually. But numbing and distractions only last so long. The pain slowly eats away at you. You might not even know it's happening. But there's this slow erosion of yourself. You build up walls, you block off the world, and in the process, you kill your joy. You kill your desires, and you basically just survive. Become lost and unsure what to do, where to go. Life feels void. Sorry, guys. You put on a happy face for your friends and your loved ones, for your family. But on the inside, you're really slowly just dying, melting away into nothing. You might get to a point where nothing hurts anymore, but at the same time, nothing excites you anymore. You're just numb to life. You wonder, why me? Well, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? But the thing is, you didn't. You didn't do anything. You don't deserve it. Sometimes life just happens. We are all broken people trying to figure this thing called life out. But here's the thing. Here's the other option. Here's the thing that got me through. That gets me through, that still gets me through. The thing that gets me through when I just want to stay in bed and ignore the world. The leave me alone and let me just sleep. Or the I'll just live in my head and watch movies or play video games. Goodness, I'm leaking here. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, whatever your thing is. I mean, I did all those things. just live in my head, play video games, watch movies, Not that any of that's bad, it's just when you do it so you don't feel anything, you don't have to live your life, then anyways. For me, that other option was and is actually a person. More than a person. Creator of the universe. Jesus, God, Holy Spirit. They are what got me through. I would not be here or who I am today without Him. A lot of people say that, but what does it mean? When you say you're a Christian, what does that even mean? People have so many different definitions of that. For a long time, I've been embarrassed to say that I am one, to be associated with the Christianity that you see out there. There's so many people who've been hurt by the church in general. I didn't want to be associated with that. But if I'm completely honest, Jesus is the reason I am still here. Still breathing, still loving, still warm and kind. Sometimes. Still hopeful for the future. Still trying. I think mascara was a mistake. Oh, okay. God has carried me through some really dark places, given me hope and strength when all felt lost. Since I was a kid, I've dealt with rejection, feeling ugly, not enough, overlooked, a waste of space. Felt stupid and ignored. I mean, example of that is, I remember I was in preschool, and I hid in my closet at my own birthday party, hoping somebody would come find me and notice I wasn't there at my own party. And nobody came. Nobody came. Eventually I got out of the closet and I went and joined everybody again, but nobody even noticed I wasn't there. And again, high school, one of my own teachers told me I asked stupid questions. It's interesting, the things that stick with you over the years, right? Never had any boyfriends till I met my husband in college. All the guys I liked over the years either wanted nothing to do with me or they dated my sister. I've been told my sister and I look very similar. I've told that many times, but the main difference is she is very much in better shape than I am. Thinner version of me, so to speak. And, those are just tip of the iceberg. Small, so many things over the years. Then you think you finally find your person. You get married. Wonderful. Great. And then that doesn't turn out as you envisioned or hoped, planned. You think when you finally find your person that they will be your other half, your encouragement, and someone you can lean on. And sometimes that's true. Sometimes that happens. But a lot of the time, it's a hard one and fought for. Marriage is not an easy thing, and just because you're found that person you wanted to marry doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy ride. Instead of being a life-giving, for my first 10 years of marriage, it kind of slowly killed me in a lot of ways on the inside. And I caught myself at different times over the years, asking myself, why didn't I just leave? It's a good question. My convictions, didn't think anyone else would love me. I was 21 when I married and didn't know any better. But I also love him very deeply. Did struggle with the idea of divorce. Didn't want to be that, didn't want that for me. Divorce didn't fit my idea of a good Christian at the time. And then we had a son. Another reason to stay. And we've been married 15 years, and God has helped me get through the hard years. And things are definitely much, much better. So I'm very glad I did stay. But it didn't mean that it was easy. So many things he has carried me through. Because I could not stand on my own 2 feet. So many nights I had cried myself to sleep, wondering even if I was worth being loved. Don't get me wrong, I had a very loving family. My family has been great. But life always has a way of even robbing that joy. This is why knowing Jesus is so important. Knowing him doesn't by any mean mean that you won't feel pain or have struggles. But it does mean you have a rock to stand on when you're drowning. When the people you love fail you, and people always will fail you. Not intentionally, but they do fail. He doesn't. I don't have all the answers. I still have doubts, don't understand why things happen, or whether or not everything is literally true in the Bible. I don't know. Maybe. But what I can tell you is what I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt is that he is real. He hears your pain. He knows your suffering. And if you let him, he will heal you. He sees you, and you are not worthless. No matter what anyone tells you, you are loved, and you matter. So what do you do with that? Well, it's simple, really. God is the master, meeting you where you are at, speaking to you in ways that you'll understand. Just try talking to him. Reach out for him. Cry out for him. He'll reach back. Ask the Holy Spirit to reveal himself to you. Ask Jesus to help you. It might feel weird, but it's just you and him. You don't have to be embarrassed. I know I've been. You don't need to. And then the other practical question, how do I know he's talking? Because he does talk. Well, if I'm honest, I'm still learning that. I'm continually growing in that. And sometimes he changes how he talks to you. So just when you think you've figured it out, something will probably change. I guess all I can do is tell you a few ways he's talked to me. Sometimes it's a feeling. Sometimes it's a peace that settles over me, or a warm feeling in my chest. Other times it's through words or songs. Maybe a beautiful sunset or a sky, just giving you that sense of there being something more. Sometimes it's images or pictures in my mind that are like super clear and vivid, like a dream almost. And I mean, he talks to people in dreams. I've had a few of those too over the years. Sometimes it's just a nagging, persistent feeling or thought or an idea that just won't go away. I find journaling, just writing everything down, is a great way to start. You just start writing and see what comes out. Sometimes I write out my own prayers and then that turns into a bit of a conversation. I will say one thing though, is his voice is never condemning. He does not contradict his word, which is the Bible. And he would never shame you, belittle you, or make it feel like a scolding, you know. We do that enough to ourselves. If that voice in your head is condemning you or shaming you, making you feel belittled, that's not God. So what next? Just ask God to show you, to lead you. Sit with him. You don't need words. He'll bring in the right people into your life, whether that's through people online or in person, whether it's YouTube or a physical church. God has a plan for you, and he will not leave you behind. He is a loving Father who cares for his children, despite what people may say. I hope this was helpful for somebody. Didn't expect I'd cry through the whole thing. This is my first video ever, so bear with me. I think in my next video, what I'll do is my own business, my own catering business, food business. So I'm hoping to give some practical tips and processes I've gone through, things I've learned over the years. So the next video is going to be my story in terms of my business journey. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely click the subscribe button, the like button. I hear that's important for these things. So, and yeah, till next time.